Hi everyone, welcome to DOdaily. Wake up to walk. It's Des here, ready to attack the day. And what a day it is. Absolutely stunning morning. I'm actually in Woollerton Hall and Deer Park in Nottingham. An amazing place to visit at any time. But when the sun's out, you know, the trees, the greenery, the blue skies make it absolutely stunning. Fantastic place to visit. Somewhere I know quite well, but it's always nice to get back here, especially on a Friday morning, to pass on my thoughts of the week gone by, to keep that positivity going, be enthusiastic about everything that I'm looking forward to at the weekend. And as this week's gone on, definitely the spirit has definitely been building. The weather is beautiful again, and that's always fantastic, isn't it? But even without that, some of the things I've been doing, which I love, which I enjoyed, you know, which I do with others, have really helped me get over my illness from last week and just feel really, really good about where I'm at. Getting out for a run last night was so important, and it gave me the motivation to get up this morning and continue that. Hoping, even though it is hot, to get out there this afternoon and get in another run just to try and build a little bit. It was steady, it was easing back into things after that tricky spell of not feeling right, kind of being up and down after my trip to Brighton a couple of weeks ago for my stag do. Put it down to a bit of tiredness and not dealing too well with an hangover, but it seemed to go on a little bit longer than that. It was perhaps a little bit more in reality. So it's nice now to be feeling much better. Just found a little bit of shade, which is nice. I can't emphasize, I'm just thinking there as I said that, I can't emphasize how nice this place is. Definitely don't take advantage of it enough. And whilst recently I've been following that route around Nottinghamshire, this is right in the heart of the city, so it's just nice to mix it up a little. I will get back to the Notts Clock Walk 60, definitely on my agenda for next week. One thing I'm really hoping to do is get my consistency back with DOdaily. Getting it on has been a little bit all over the place, but working to the structure of getting it on for 8 PM every day, it's my real target. It might not sound like a massive target in the grand scheme of things, but it is a case of having to fit it in sometimes. Not having to because I don't want to, just sort of trying to fit it in around other jobs and things that need doing sort of during the conventional day. But for now, I've got a few minutes before lots to do for the rest of the day. Work, a charity event this evening, another one, all part of the fundraising for the London Marathon, and then tomorrow another stag do. Probably just only, you'll probably say I've only just got over the last one, but another stag do here in Nottingham where many more of my friends can come along, people that I'm looking forward to seeing. Just having a few drinks to sort of celebrate the fact that I'm getting married in just over 3 weeks, which is absolutely petrifying in many ways, exciting, you know, but really looking forward to that. And with the way I'm feeling, I think it's great that that spirit's building. Got over that little illness. That wouldn't have been nice in the next few weeks, would it? Kind of worrying about something like that. Hopefully that kind of puts that behind me, or any potential crappy feelings on the day sort of behind me. So again, just lots to be positive about. Nothing major happening, you know, nice things to look forward to in terms of this event this evening and that too. Also, the first Forest match back at the City Ground in the new season. That's going to be a raucous atmosphere. Again, a chance to meet up with lots of my friends who I do football with, which is going to be a great thing with itself. Do you know? So I've got a really nice weekend in store, and after everything I've kind of spoke about this week, where in all honesty I've perhaps got a little bit deeper than I usually do on Do Daily. I'm not concerned about that, you know, it doesn't worry me, it doesn't bother me at all. It's just it doesn't frighten me getting deep. Used the week to reflect on marking the occasion of our Jamie, which was actually last Friday, but just a reminder to myself and those looking in why I talk so openly and candidly, and try and be as honest as I possibly can. Try and get out my comfort zone constantly, because we never achieved anything from sitting in that, did we? You know, and again, when I look back into it and realise it was getting out my comfort zone in the first place that made different things happen and brought me to the point I'm at today, where I can talk about being happy and content and looking forward to what I am. You know, it's so important. So periodically I kind of remind myself, or remind those looking in, of what it's all about. Of course, Do Daily is just a light-hearted take on mental health and encouragement to do a little bit of activity. I spoke about my running, and like I say, hoping to pick that up again, fit that in on the weekend, because whenever I do something good, a big epic, like the stag do, like the football, always love to do it on the back of a run. I've mentioned lots of times how the excitement and the endorphins seem to create a great mixture of, like a concoction of a drug, and really get me sort of going. You know, it makes me feel fantastic. Endorphins are brilliant, you know, from doing activity. That's one thing that sort of got me going in the first place, and then being in a happy and content place and having something to look forward to. You know, you can't really buy all that, so getting out, doing some free activity, because running is my activity of choice. Some people go to the gym, some people swim, you know, but for me it's running, and it's not that free when you really get into it, but you can chuck a pair of trainers on, get out in a stunning place like this. Just show you around me once again. The blue skies and the green make it stunning, but getting out in a place like this, you know, you can just get lost in yourself. Use it for so many reasons, especially on a Friday morning. I'm not running now, of course, I'm walking, but again, I'm getting in some activity. I'm feeling good about where I am, what I'm doing, having the chance to process the week, you know, stop breaking down how I'm going to attack the weekend, do my activity, you know, get all this fresh air, get some sun on my face, and we all know the benefits those things create. It's absolutely brilliant when you can throw it all together, you know, get so much from it, be positive, you know, and just really enjoy what you're doing. And I feel like I'm really getting back to a stage of that, even though my spirit never really dampened through my illness. But of course, when you're feeling physically strong and you're mentally strong, it's the place that I guess all of us at any given point are striving to be at. And I've realised over the last few years that by doing things like getting up, getting out for a walk, best possible time to do it, early as possible, early as you can. You know, I'm not saying you have to do it particularly early. Some people approach things differently, but I know for me, it really sort of puts the rest of my day in order. If I don't get it done early, you know, it almost becomes a choice of where I do it, when I do it, if I do it. But getting out, you know, using the summer. How many times do we complain that the weather's rubbish in the UK? You know, and it is generally, but we've got all this sunshine, all this heat, all this open space to take advantage of, and then there'd be no point saying, well, I can't really be bothered, can there? Every single week on a Friday, I get up, get out for a walk, use it, don't lose it. Somebody once said to me when I started running, use the weather as much as it can be tough. And some people are not sun worshippers. I wouldn't say I'm exactly that myself this summer. I do like the sun, but this summer it's been a little bit too hot. But nonetheless, you've still got to get out there. Do you know, it always makes you feel that little bit better. At the end of a week, no matter how it's gone, if it's been good, do you know, it'll just add a little bit of something to it. if it's been indifferent or not so good, it might just pick you up. And we all look forward to the weekends, I think. Of course, some people have to work, some people don't work to a conventional week. And even within my sort of great plans, there's still an element of work to do amongst everything about it. But it's the bits I really, really enjoy and don't really see it as work. It's just about maintaining positivity and enthusiasm for what we're doing, doing what you can to make sure it works out. That's all I'm doing on a Friday morning. Getting to an absolutely stunning location like Woollerton Park, like that walk. Last year I did the Robin Hood Way. I try to find somewhere that little bit different, just to inspire me that little bit more, to make it that little bit easier to get up and crack on with the day. Because like I said before, once I've done this little job, which is almost not a choice anymore, it's a case of just doing it when I get up, it feels like the rest of my day. It feels like I'm winning at the rest of the day, but it almost feels like the rest of the day falls into place. Because if you can't get out again, like I mentioned about a run, you've at least done something, and that's what's so important. Getting those endorphins kicked in early can really, really help. I'll always encourage it. It's been something I've done now for 2.5 years. 2.5 years of different locations, different things to see, learning all the time. I wouldn't change it for the world. So if you can, get out and about for a walk. If you've got something like this, and I'm just pausing slightly because I'll show you Woollerton Hall and other people enjoying such great locations, that's fantastic. If it's just a walk, local, round the block, it can still have its positives. So get out there, guys. Enjoy what you're doing. Have a fantastic weekend. Build on some activity. Like I said, activity and excitement create some great feeling. So until Monday, I've got lots in store, lots to look forward to. I'll probably have lots to talk about. Just doing it.